Alright y'all, Bubba here again, coming to you from wonderful Robins Air Force Base. I decided for lunch today I was going to come out here to this little park I'm at. I don't remember the name of the park, but cool fact, there's signs that says don't harass or feed or pet the gator. And I want to come out here because I was going to make some pine needle tea and make a couple sandwiches and just enjoy my lunch in the woods. And come out here and I'm sitting around walking. This whole place is a hardwood forest basically. And every single pine tree I could find was like that one right there. Where is it at? Right there, that monster. And all the pine needles are 30, 40 feet in the air. And I was like, I am not climbing a tree on my lunch break. I ain't got but 45 minutes to do this. Ooh, got a little interruption there. The guy who owns the company for the honey that I'm going to use in today's video just called me. His name's Joe Woolley, I believe he said. And we'll talk more about the honey in a minute, but get back to what I was saying. The every single pine tree's got no pine needles on it except for way up in the sky. And see these little pine trees, these little bitty things right here? Yeah, I was coming down around here to this corner right where the lake is at. And right beside this little bitty short pine trees is a little table. I was like, holy cow, ain't that perfect? I can get all the pine needles I need. Got me a really good view here. Look at that, got a little, I guess, a water fountain. Probably just keep the air circulating. There's even a gazebo down there. Y'all see that? Look at that right there. Bam, little gazebo. I don't think I want to go down there though. It's in the open and it's kind of windy and chilly today. So I was like, well, thank you, Lord. Nice little small pine trees. I ain't got to climb nothing. Get me plenty of pine needles. Got me a little table here I got everything set up on. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a little video about pine needle tea, natural raw honey, preferably local honey. The honey I'm going to use today is Flyby Bee Yard wildflower honey. Is that focusing? I think the man said his name was Joe Woolley. He's local to me here in Hawkinsville, Georgia. I'll at the end of the video I'll put his information on here to get some of this if you want to get some of it. But I'm not sponsoring nothing like that. I just bought a jar because I was out of the stuff I normally use and his happened to be there and it's pretty good tasting. But we'll let you know how it goes in the tea in a minute. But what I got today is I got one of my little bitty stoves. It's not a rocket stove. I don't know what the heck this thing has a name. But it's one of these right here. It has the little legs you put on it. Little legs go on it. Holds it up. Got the little serration so your pot don't slide around. But what I'm going to use is, I got a pot right here. For this pot, I actually have one of these. I believe I got this from Jeff Turner. Thank you, Jeff. This goes on the inside here, like that. Once I get everything set up, I just wedged it in there, but you can see what I'm saying. Then I'm going to put the lid right on top of that with all the pine needles in it. Okay, folks, what I got here, sorry about that. I've got my pine needles, collected a handful of them, and what I did is I took my knife and I just took the little brown tips off all of them, got them all lined up and cut them off. Went ahead, poured my water in here, and I'm just going to add these here. Now you want to use green pine needles, and the amount of water and the amount of pine needles you use, there ain't no exact measurements. You do want to have a good bit of water to cover up your pine needles. Get them all in there. I'm going to throw a little bit more water in it. I'm going to start this stove up and I'm going to get them in there. Now, you don't want to put the honey in there to start your boil until like afterwards, because what we're going to do is we're going to boil these, bring them to a boil, and then we're going to let them simmer for a while. And of course, while they're simmering and I'm waiting, I'm going to make me a couple sandwiches. Bam! I got some ramen. I'm probably going to do that. In that Waffle House, I got some chopped up onions and mushrooms. Got me some Spam, some chips and salsa. I just grabbed all kinds of things. But the star of the show is going to be this pine needle tea and that honey right there. The Flyby Bee Yard natural honey, local honey. It's getting that time of year for the flu season. You got this stuff on the news all the time about people fighting the flu. Well, this tea right here with some raw honey is going to kick the flu's butt. It also, when the allergies get into that time of year, that raw natural honey from your local Local area, emphasis on local, is going to help you not have as many allergy problems. You want to look into that, folks. It's better sugars for you. Your body processes them naturally. Everything's just better. The pine needle tea itself is high in vitamin C, vitamin A, and all this other stuff, and it will boost your immune system. Not only help you kick the flu's butt if you've got it, but also prevent it. So let me get this set up, throw a little bit more water in here, and get this fire going, and I'll be right back to show you that. Okay, I got it all going. Kind of using this as a wind block a little bit. It's a little windy out here. I got the pine needles in there. I'm gonna set this on there. Then I'm gonna put the lid on it, and I'm gonna bring it to a boil. Once this comes to a boil, I'm just gonna kind of turn the heat down, simmer it down, and let it sit over here for a minute and let it steep. When you're cooking your pine needle tea, you don't want to leave the lid off. You want that lid to stay on there so that it comes back down into the tea. All the stuff that's kind of cooking out of the tea, out of the pine straw, has to come back down. You're going to lose a lot of your essential vitamins and stuff that you need from the pine needles if you don't leave the lid on there. Like, you got to leave that lid on there. So we're going to bring this to a boil, keep an eye on it, and I'm going to get things set up ready for my sandwich. And once it's simmered for a while and it's got good steep time, I'm going to mix my honey in there. You can also mix in cinnamon. Cinnamon's real good also. So let's just kind of let this cook for a minute, and I'll get some other stuff set up. Alright, I don't know if you can see the steam coming out, but it came to a boil, and I lowered the heat down. I'm going to let it sit on the fire and simmer just a minute. Then I'm going to set it on top of that little stove right there to stew, and then I'm going to heat up a little bit of Spam sandwiches. Talking about healthy tea with Spam sandwiches. Isn't that ironic? But don't judge. It's what we got. Alright, let me get this thing off. I'm going to set it over there, and I'm going to be right back. Alright, I set it over there. I turned it off because it was hot, and I was going to have to hold on to it somehow. But either way, I cut a green stick into a wire, put my Spam on it, and I'm just going to use this right here to heat it up while that kind of stews a little bit. And you have to forgive me, I'm going to keep this video turning off because I didn't pay attention, and my battery is almost dead. So I don't want you to miss the actually mixing and pouring of the tea and the honey. So I'm just going to kind of let that stew for a minute, and I'll be right back, and hopefully we have enough battery. All right, I ate my lunch. I'm about to enjoy some tea. I got the tea's cooled down or simmered for a good while. We're going to pour it in here and see if we can do that without making a mess. And there we go. Now the secret to the honey is mix as much as you want to get it as sweet as you want. But you know, overkill on anything is still overkill and don't need to be done. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my honey, and I usually do about 2 tablespoons or so. And I thought I'd open that before I started the camera. But you know. So, might be best to pour it in, I don't know. Yeah, it's good and fresh. Oh, look at that. Liquid gold, baby. I'm going to stick that right there. And I'm just going to pour some of that in there, because I love me some honey. Y'all missed it, but I just licked that up. That was good. Now stir that in there. Get that honey to melt. Now if you had a cinnamon stick, this is where I'd put the cinnamon stick in there too. You can honestly put it in the pot if you want to, but I'm going to stick it right here if I have one. If I don't have one, yeah, that honey's good and melted in there. Ooh, y'all see that goodness? Yes, sir. Give it a little taste test. I love it. Now, turn this camera around. It's going to burn my tongue probably. Alright. We got it here. A piney taste with that honey, just enough sweet in there, and I like a little extra sweet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit right here in these woods, listen to the plains, the water. Can y'all hear that water trickling over there? Oh, it's a beautiful thing. On a side note, this pineapple tea at one point was given to sailors to cure scurvy. I think it was scurvy. Oh well. But like I said, you want the honey. Not only do you want the tea, you want the honey. And I'm gonna put these guys' honey on here. Today was the first time I've had it, and I really like it. Tastes really good. I'm gonna put all the information down here, put the links down below, and y'all check them out. It's a local boy doing good things. And pause for the cause. Sorry. But if you think you're getting sick, flu's everywhere, man. Y'all take some of this stuff. Get you a good gulp of it. Send it to your buddies. Send it to your kids. Get this honey. Get honey, raw, natural honey. But I like this, guys. It has a great flavor to it. It says it's wildflower honey. Great honey. And, man, don't get sick. It also helps you with the allergies. If your allergy season's coming up, get you some honey. Get you some pine needle tea and brew it up. Sit around first thing in the morning, drink you a cup when it's nice and cold. Sit out in nature and enjoy all this beautiful stuff God gave us, and, you know, get some health in you. Drink you some honey tea with some pine needles, and I could probably drink this whole thing. I love it. But also a teaspoon in the morning. Every morning would be good for you. But I appreciate it. I'm going to quit blabbering on. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below anything you'd like to see or get done, or what kind of videos you might want to see me make, and I'll get back to y'all as soon as I can. And I thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Bye.